Of course, Danielle Laurie and her dogs took home the ultimate prize last spring, and this year they are a live 3 seed in the NC2As. Speaking of ultimate Frisbee playoffs are upon us, and our Jessica Boyd files this report in her beginner's guide to the game.
One of the fastest growing sports in the country and exploding in the Northwest, we're here at Franklin High School to present our beginner's guide to ultimate Frisbee. In the middle of getting ready for state playoffs, Coach Frank Nam took time out to introduce us to the basics of the game.
Oh, way to step around, Autumn. The appeal of ultimate, I think, is one, it's a fast-moving sport, just like any other sport, but also the spirit of the game. It's a lot like basketball, football, soccer, so there is no stoppage of play, which is, in terms of athletic endurance, really important. In terms of passing, if you don't have the disc, you can run anywhere you want. You can run backwards, sideways, forwards. The person with the disc, their defender counts to a stall 10. So you move the disc by throwing it to another person. The person that catches it has to stop as soon as possible, and they pivot like a basketball, so they have to keep 1 foot down on the ground. And then they have to advance the disc forward or backwards, and you score by catching it in the end zone. So the field is like a football field. The spirit of the game is probably the one big, huge difference between ultimate and other sports. It's really important in youth sports because kids are allowed to make their own foul calls. There are no referees. And it teaches kids to not cheat, not to bend the rules to their favor, because any of the 14 kids on the field can say that's not fair. It is highly competitive, and that's one of those things where you want to win, your kids are training hard, but there's that fine line that if I've been playing ultimate since I was in middle school, and it's always been about like play as hard as you can, but don't bend the rules.
Next week, in part 2 of our beginner's guide, Coach Nam will take us through the terminology of ultimate and demonstrate the key throws.
All right, thanks, Jessica. She'll be back next week to give us part 2 of her beginner's guide to ultimate Frisbee, and we might have a few highlights from the state playoffs. But right now, we've got to step away. When we come back, it's time for the Fab 5 Plays of the Week. You're watching the AAA Washington Varsity News.